let us see the module 2, focus on the customer and their needs. Customer expectations are higher than ever before, and your customers are scrutinizing your business more intensely than ever. They are comparing their experience with your brand to the easy, fast, and personalized experiences they are having with the best of the best. And it is these customer focused businesses that get to reap the benefits of renewed loyalty and competitive advantage. The good news is that customer focus can be improved, and it starts by deepening your understanding of what customer focus means and building an effective customer focus strategy. What is customer focus? Customer focus means putting your customers' needs first. Customer focused businesses foster a company culture dedicated to enhancing customer satisfaction and building strong customer relationships. Customer focus is not a responsibility that falls only on customer support or any single team to earn for the entire business. While customer service skills are key to customer focus, customer focused companies show that the customer experience matters across the organization at every step of the customer journey. This includes the honesty of their marketing campaigns, the transparency of their pricing models, the ease of their sales cycle, and quality of their actual product or service. Next, tips for building an effective customer focus strategy. There are two levels to building an effective customer focus strategy. They are an emotional level and an operational level. A great customer focus strategy enables you to form real, honest, and transparent relationships with your customers. It also guides you in setting the right tools and processes in place to do. Here are 6 steps to help keep both relationship management and process improvement. They are: encourage collaboration, make your customers feel heard, meet your customers where they are, use feedback to get better, combine data with empathy, leverage artificial intelligence to proactively meet customers' needs. First, encourage collaboration. Support teams and sales teams might collaborate. An agent can flag sales when a customer is interested in learning about a new product. A sales rep can redirect a more technical questions to an agent who specializes in that area. Collaboration should not slow down your team's productivity because that only makes things more complicated for the customer. Second, make your customers feel heard. Behind every customer is a story, but customers don't want to have a repeat that story every time they interact with your brand. And if customers feel ignored because they have to repeat themselves, they won't be likely to remember your company as customer focused. To ensure satisfied customers that feel heard, companies will need that same connective layer of tissue. This gives them the full story on the customer, such as their name, account information, when they last reached out. Third, meet your customers where they are. A great customer experience is one that's easy. Customers don't want to have to put effort into reaching your brand, and nor should they. That's why customer focused companies meet their customers where they are. This allows customers to reach out however and whenever they want. Looking into the demographics of your customers and considering the types of questions you see most often can be eye-opening. Industry best practices might tell you to offer a particular channel. You might find that a significant amount of your customers prefer a mobile-first option. You might consider adding in WhatsApp, SMS, or another mobile messaging channel because that's where your customers are. Fourth, use feedback to get better. Knowing how to handle customers' feedback is another important factor in becoming a customer-focused company. Amplifying the voice of the customer, use their feedback to create a better experience. This might include sending your customer survey, Opening an online community where customers can share their experiences with your product or service or vote on new feature requested. Creating a feedback loop with your customer is important. Fifth, combine data with empathy. With the increasing amount of data available, companies no longer have to guess what their customers want or decide for them. Instead, they can look to the trends. But taking a customer-focused approach to data doesn't mean using data blindly. Rather, it involves combining data with empathy. This means adding context to data, applying data compassionately, using data to enhance customer intimacy, that is, developing insights into who is using your product and what they are looking for. For instance, your product team might align a product update with customer support data to ensure change is relevant to those it impacts. Or instead of sending every customer the same email, a marketing team might adjust content based on where each customer is in the customer journey. Segment content based on what emails a customer previously opened. Sixth, leverage AI to proactively meet customers' needs. Customer-focused businesses are not just reactive to what their customers need, they also proactively meet their expectations. And with the help of artificial intelligence, proactive experiences don't have to be complicated or costly. Next, we can see strengthening customer communication. Customers who feel that they have an active role in and control of a service provider interaction often feel more important and valued. Here are few strategies to build stronger relationships with your internal and external customers. They are: gather information, be consistent, demonstrate openness, and be personal. Gather information. Ask for customer input whenever possible. By knowing more about their needs, wants, and expectations, you will be better able to provide services and products that satisfy them. Be consistent. People tend to like what is familiar. If customers come to know that they can depend on you and your organization to regularly, so you have to provide timely factual information, they will likely be more loyal. Provide information and updates to customers on a regular basis, not just what it is convenient to you. This is especially true when you are working on a problem or service breakdown. Remember that they do not know what you know. For example, if you are gathering information or need more time than expected, come back to the customer with periodic updates to give him or her a status check. Demonstrate openness. Customers often want to see that service providers understand them on a personal level. When interacting with them, take the time to put yourself in their place before saying something or taking an action that might create an adversarial situation. Be personal. Service providers who tend to be all business or robotic in their service delivery often fail to get high marks from customers. Even if you are knowledgeable or efficient and follow all the rules in delivery service, you could end up with a customer who is dissatisfied if you do not demonstrate some degree of humanness. This means connecting on a personal level and showing compassion and concern for your customer and their emotional needs. These are the few strategies to build stronger relationships with your internal and external customers. Now we can see how to handle phone calls professionally. Despite the popularity of live chat and email, phone calls are still the preferred medium by customers and often the main culprit of poor customer experiences. All too often, staff are not trained to manage calls professionally. Too often, people make the simplest mistakes when answering calls that can have a long-lasting effect on your business. Here are 10 tips for answering and handling calls professionally. Promptly answer calls. The average ring takes 6 seconds. If you let the phone ring 5 times, that is equal to 30 seconds. Picking up too quickly can also catch people off guard. It is a good practice to answer the call on the third ring. Second tips, be warm and welcoming. During a phone call, you can transmit more than your voice. You can transfer emotions. For this reason, keeping a warm and helping attitude can leave a positive impressions on your callers. Next, introduce yourself and your business. By introducing your company and yourself, you let the caller know they reached the correct or incorrect place. Speak clearly. There are several key elements you need to follow to clearly communicate with callers, including articulate your words, use good posture, slow down and speak up. Then, do not use slang or business words. In certain industries like medical, for example, professionals are used to speaking the same language, but what about your callers? So, use language they will understand. Then, ask before you put people on hold. Leaving people hanging on a call and unsure of what is going on can nervous people. Setting expectations on a call is critical. So, if you are going to put someone on hold or going to transfer them, let them know what to expect. Don't just put call through. When transferring a call, let the caller know what is going to happen next. Are you sending them straight to your voicemail or checking to see if that person is available? By sending them straight through, this can confuse the caller and even the person receiving the call. Next, be prepared for your calls. It is normal for people answering the phone to find themselves occupied with 10 other things. But when you answer a call, your focus needs to be on the person and the other end of the call. Take messages properly. When you need to take a message, make sure to take all the relevant information like name of the caller, the reason for their call, the best written phone number, and even which businesses they are calling from. Finally, summarize the call before it ends. A key ingredient to great communication is listening. Callers will know you are listening when you can accurately summarize what their call was about. Also, in the happen chance you missed something, it is an opportunity to get it right. Good customer service skills are critical to every business and organization. You can use all these tips to handle phone calls professionally.